All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. My name is Darius Anucauskas and I'm the global market analyst here at Markets.com. Look, today's the 29th of April in 2025, so I wanted to do a quick little crypto update to see what's happening. We still have like 2 days, well, one full day and let's say 1.5 days left of trading in April, and let's see how we are finishing the month. Now, before we go any further, as always, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So, yes, the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and should not be considered as such. This material should not be taken as an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll give you a few seconds to read the rest. I'm not going to disappear anywhere. So yeah, we are, like I said, we are at the end of the month, and we have seen some positivity kicking in. Right. Also, let me just quickly mention our Markets.com website, which you can always check out for more information about us. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist. Now, let's jump into the creme de la creme, the Bitcoin here. So, look, Bitcoin started pushing higher after seeing this nice reverse, or having this nice reversal near the 76,000 zone here, maybe just a little bit above that. But basically, that was the low here that I marked, the low of the 11th of March, or should I say the lowest point of March. Yes, we had a few overshots here. We had a few violations, but in general, looking at the body of the daily candle here, and by the way, I'm looking at the daily chart, we saw this nice kind of rejection here, and we saw the bodies of the daily candles remaining above this area, above this hurdle. This, of course, kind of kicked in the positive way with the traders. Also, we started seeing some news coming out about a new player in the crypto world, and basically a new company that has been established, and that was the name of it is 21 Capital, if I'm not mistaken here, 21 Capital Inc. There we go. Now, the company has been basically backed by SoftBank and Tether, and also it's kind of went into joint business operations with Cantor Equity Partners. And if you look at these guys are trading on the stock market, see under the ticker CEP, and you can see their stock has just exploded. Look at this. I mean, they were flat, they were around $10 or something like that, and then boom, they go into this joint venture, and their stock explodes. Basically, after a year, if I'm not mistaken, after some while, after, or maybe not even a year, basically after the whole process is complete, these guys will cease to exist, and there will be a new ticker that everybody will be watching, and that will be XXI, basically the 21. But yeah, at the moment, it's not there yet. It's until further notice, basically, until further notice that the CEP will continue operating, and after that, instead of it, we'll see the XXI. So basically, like the Roman numbers for 21. So, long story short, ladies and gentlemen, what can we do here with Bitcoin? So, yes, the positivity kicked in, and this whole announcement started showing up last week already, and you can see the positivity that we're having here and that we're seeing here, and basically we cleared some of my key areas of resistance. Now, I talked about this previously. I didn't even know myself about this 21 Capital, but here, hey, the news, the headlines started coming out. But basically the technical picture played out perfectly. Initially, I was talking about this 88,000 kind of 700 zone right here, roughly. Then I said if that's going to get cleared, I'm going to aim for that 94,000 or 95,000 zone ish. We got that test. That's great. Now the question is, can we end up traveling to that 100,000? So something kind of tells me that there is a good chance of doing this, and the way the technical picture looks, it seems like yes, there could be something like that forming. Also, from the very short-term perspective, we can confirm this with a little short-term trend line. drawn from the low of the 9th of April. So when we saw that nice reversal back up. And so far, like I said, so far everything's pointing more towards the upside. The downside scenario, I think that the easiest option here, or one of the easiest option, is to kind of wait for a drop below the 88,000 kind of 800 zone, because at the same time we could drop below my 50 and the 100-day EMAs here on the daily chart, and then we could aim for that 200-day EMA, or maybe a little bit lower. But look, overall we're still on an uptrend, right? I mean, I was kind of hoping, to be honest, I was kind of hoping to see a little bit of a larger correction. However, okay, that's fine. This new player came in, the 21 Capital, and the question is like, how good it will be. Like, isn't this just a little moment of some hype, or actually they're going to bring something new, something interesting to the table here? Now, the company, from what I can see, is kind of is going to be focused to accumulate Bitcoin and grow our ownership per share, not just to kind of track. It's not like an ETF. It's going to be offering some sort of Bitcoin product. So in a way, you would need to acquire Bitcoin this way, possibly, or not possibly actually, but this way potentially increasing the price of the crypto. Look, for now everything sounds interesting. However, as you can see, the market is in no rush to explode to the upside. Everybody's going step by step. The fact that maybe we are stalling here a little bit is due to the US dollar kind of gaining a little bit of traction here, where, okay, yesterday it did correct lower a little bit, but still overall is holding from dropping lower. That's already a positive. And this 21 Capital as well. Look, everybody's now interested to see if this company actually does have something interesting. Yes. On one hand, it is backed by such giants like SoftBank and Tether. However, is it just maybe like a little moment of speculation, or actually this is, like I said, if this is going to grow into something much bigger? If there will be potential for, or if we'll see some moments, or we'll see some, oh, what's the word for that? Honestly, like, I forgot. If we'll see some, like, signals, there we go, some signs, some signals towards, like, that, towards 21 Capital, that there is, room for growth, for accumulation of capital from retail and institutional investors. I think that this is where the moment for BlackRock, that they will have to be a little bit careful. Bitcoin ETF, as what they offer, I mean, could maybe reduce the amount of, like, or they could collect less funds. Basically, the 21 Capital would be like a nice direct competition. Again, we can debate on all this. I mean, maybe it's going to be competition, or maybe on the contrary, maybe it's just going to, all these new happenings, maybe they're just going to make Bitcoin more popular and make it more attractive, and basically, the Bitcoin ETF will still collect some funds. Just people are going to be more, I wouldn't say secured, or like, or more aware of what's happening, and just more confident in terms of, let's say, investing into this crypto. So all these things which are happening right now, in a way, could be like a good image for Bitcoin, that it's becoming something of a stable thing, or, like, or something that in a truly investable product, not only just for pure speculation, but actually for becoming an investable asset. So again, like I said, there's a lot of talks about that, but what can I say? At this point, I'm taking it slow. I am aiming for that 100,000, for a retest of the 100,000 zone. The only thing is that I'm not even excluding a move towards slightly higher areas, like the 107, 110, something like that. Maybe towards the all-time high, but then I want to see if this is not going to end up being something of a, let's say, another retest of the current all-time highs, and then a drift back down. So basically creating something like a double top pattern here. So let me just maybe on the weekly, yeah. So something like this. So you could travel, travel higher here, test the current all-time highs, and then if it struggles to push further north, we could see a nice reversal back down. So again, a lot of ifs. For now, I would say it's the best thing is to just keep on monitoring the situation here, the short term situation, and let's aim for that 100,000 as long as we stay above the steep upside line. If we start clearing it, I'm going to take a pause. I'm just going to take a neutral stand. But if we start falling back below the 88,700 zone, then, well, this is where we could maybe see actually a move lower. Just briefly touching on other cryptos, like for example Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, which I do dearly like. Look, this one is presenting itself with some nice opportunities. Look, it's now traveling higher. It's now trying to make its way back above all the EMAs. If it once again stays above my EMAs here on the daily chart, yes, I'm aiming for that 400 zone or even above that. Ethereum is also trying to make its way higher. My only problem with Ethereum is that look at these EMAs. We kind of we're still below that. So in a way, until we start seeing a pure clearance of all these EMAs, if the candles are going to be pushing through these EMAs, then yes, then this is where the positivity could kick in. But or should I say more positivity could kick in. But at this point, like I said, still there is a good chance of a reversal back down if these EMAs continue to provide resistance. Let's not forget that overall we're still below all the EMAs, which is a bearish indication. Just having a quick look at Litecoin. Litecoin, as you can see, the 50-day EMA is still providing resistance. So okay, we need to kind of play the waiting game here a little bit, but we're not far from, let's say, jumping above all these EMAs. And if we do something like that, great, I'll go to the upside more. Yeah, I think that's it. Look, a Ripple, just what's happening on Ripple. Ripple is near key resistance. Look at this, fantastic. And I talked about this in my morning webinars, which you can, by the way, join. They're live, so you can join one tomorrow on Wednesday. Yeah, look. We're near key area of resistance, which is this downside line taken from the high of the 16th of January. So if this gets cleared and we see a pop above the 2.37 territory, then yes, great. I'll go for some higher areas. But at the moment, let's not exclude the downside scenario still. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I just wanted to share with you this little piece, this little technical piece, and like I said, the recent updates on the 21 Capital. So, hey, hopefully you found this useful. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Do not forget to like and subscribe. As always, this would really help me out, help us out. Yeah, well, let's go from there. So also, if you do have any comments, do please leave those comments. I mean, I can pick up on those in my next video sessions. But yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye bye.